Hello and welcome to the Cryptocurrency News Channel. There is a massive, well, I consider big-ish moment as the first DLC smart contract deployed on the Bitcoin mainnet. So Bitcoin can actually use smart contracts and DLC smart contracts. The actual contract has to do with the election, and it's a bet on who will win the election. So two crypto enthusiasts just made a $10,000 Bitcoin bet on the next US president using a smart contract. According to a September 8th post from podcaster Mary Bent, the Bitcoin mainnet has seen its first ever discrete log contract, or DLC, which he calls a very important moment in Bitcoin history. Fitting in with a general theme of 2020, the smart contract is highly political. Nicholas Dorier, a man who claimed to have made BitPay obsolete as the developer of BTC Pay, BitPay is still really used everywhere as like the premier pay for Bitcoin and crypto, made a bet using a DLC about the next winner of the 2020 presidential election in the United States, Donald Trump or Joe Biden. So Dorier's DLC offer, which can be viewed on GitHub, is between himself and Surebit's founder Chris Stewart, the outcome observer acting as a third-party oracle. So they both bet, and obviously, depending on who wins, who gets one BTC. When the election is finalized, the outcome observer will broadcast a signature that either I or Nicholas can use to settle the bet, said Stewart. If Trump wins, Nicholas will receive one Bitcoin. If Biden wins, I will receive one Bitcoin. The Bitcoin engineers seem to have all possibilities covered. Obviously, I think they're mainly doing this not for to win or lose one Bitcoin. I think they're obviously doing this to test smart contracts and DLCs on the Bitcoin blockchain, which could be another big use case for Bitcoin. So if this is true, then Bitcoin, you can actually run DeFi on Bitcoin, which I know that sounds weird, but if Bitcoin has smart contracts, you can actually run DeFi on it. The Bitcoin engineers seem to have all possibilities covered, including full refunds for both himself and Dorier if a third-party candidate were to win. Now, if Bitcoin were to actually get DeFi, I think it could challenge Ethereum. However, Bitcoin has even worse problem than Ethereum in scaling, so it doesn't really solve the general problem of a DeFi platform that can actually scale. If the Oracle was, if a third, they would fully get refunded if a third-party candidate was going to win, which is not going to happen. If the Oracle was to somehow disappear, it would still function. We have signed refunded transactions that can be executed in March of 2021 that will give us our collateral back. So they basically put up collateral in a DLC smart contract, and obviously smart contracts, native smart contracts on Bitcoin would be pretty large, and they would allow a myriad of opportunities on Bitcoin, although it would still not solve the scaling issues. DLCs allow two or more parties to enter into a smart contract agreement regarding a future event. Until now, such smart contract technology has been more at home on platforms like Ethereum or EOS, as Bitcoin has skewed complexity in favor of security. But work on adding smart contract technology to Bitcoin has been ongoing thanks to subreddits. I don't think Bitcoiners need to concede that territory to Ethereum, and obviously Bitcoin can be a valid challenger to Ethereum. Obviously, both can't scale, which is a problem. And Bitcoin has Lightning, but Lightning adoption has been meh. Bint was similarly enthusiastic about the news, calling the smart contract bet a massive moment in the history of Bitcoin. A more massive moment would actually be scaling Bitcoin, which is impossible. DLCs will be the least appreciated killer application of Bitcoin out there right now, said the podcaster. It will be very interesting to see the types of applications that begin to proliferate as more people come around to this type of smart contract. It will be an apparent rebuke to all those who criticize Bitcoin's slow pace of development. Bint said it had clearly been paying dividends. Slowly but surely, Bitcoin's keep it simple, stupid, slow, and steady development approach is paying off in big ways, except things that it can't actually solve. So, while this is cool and it could definitely challenge Ethereum for smart contracts and DeFi if people built them on Bitcoin, I think the fees would be even worse on Bitcoin, even if you build DEXs around it. And I just, I really want a Gen 3 coin to come up with an ecosystem to challenge these two, because I think that would just kick the ass off of Bitcoin and Ethereum, either Cardano, Polkadot, or one of those mainnet coins with native smart contracts. So that is the news for today. Let me know what you think, like and subscribe, and hit that bell notifications button. Thank you and have a nice day.